So we're left off right in the face-to-face meeting of Tan and Young-do, and it was awkward tension. Everyone in the school is around them, and of course Eun-sung's right in the middle on her phone, like Chan-young, where are you? And of course they're like staring at her because there's a love triangle, and I want Eun-sung to choose and deny. Like I'm not ready for those scenes right now. I can't handle it. But of course, Kim Tan's like all suave and he greets her, and Young-doo's definitely excited because the girl he fell in love with the zombie walk and chugging all that liquid half asleep is there. So thankfully, Chan-young grabbed her and pulled her out of this awkward circle scenario, and Young-doo's not done. He ends up grabbing Rachel Yu, and I'm like, oh yeah, Kim Tan's not going to defend her. Oh, he did. He snatched her, and then threatening words, and just kind of like separated, but once again, Young-do makes the comment of, your mother and your mommy thing. So it's just, I'm I'm very curious to see if he's gonna just like out him right there in front of everybody, saying he's an illegitimate child. So Rachel Yu is furious seeing Eun-sung in school, and she's also really mad at Kim Tan for not notifying that he's back in Korea and actually back in school. And he ends up telling her it wasn't his decision to bring Eun-sung here. It had nothing to do with him. It was choice of his parents, as everything in his life was, not planned out the way he wanted. And he even pointed out, like, this engagement, for example, wasn't my idea. So, like, take that, Rachel. You get that for sniffing around. I don't know how long is she going to tolerate this fake engagement and then act so possessive. If you know it's fake, it's fake. Just let him see who he wants to see, and you go see who you want to see. Didn't you have a crush on his brother? Now, Eun-sung and Chan-young are talking, and she's asking him, why didn't you tell me about Kim Tan? Why didn't you tell me he was the second son of Jaeguk Group? And I guess he was, looking out for her. He's like, I honestly think it was least of your worries. Like, where would you guys live if you knew that that's his house and whatnot? So, it's true. But he ends up pointing out the bigger deal. Like, you're in this high school, and now we have classes. And telling her, basically, she falls in the social care group, and that she doesn't want them to know that that's what she is. So Eun-sung had to go into the office, the school's office, to discuss some paperwork and whatnot. She had to apply information about her mom's occupation. Like, they ended up pointing out, like, we know your mother's a maid. And there's this kid. He like literally heard the conversation. Now I'm thinking this kid was the same kid from a few episodes before when they introduced Young-do bullying him. So I'm thinking, okay, is this kid like in a lower class? Is he probably in the same class as she is? Is he gonna expose her? Get the tension off right away. And also the secretary, or whoever the hell that woman was in the office, was rude. She's like, you need your uniform as well. You have to start wearing it ASAP. Like, if you already know the students in the social care group, because you point out her mom's a maid, she can't afford the uniform, but you don't want their expensive, well-known, high-end school looking bad by one social care group student not wearing a uniform. So then Eun-sung has to introduce herself in class. I didn't know that we still do that in school. I guess that's a Korean thing, because even when I transferred, I never had to introduce myself. You just kind of blend in. It's kind of awkward, but I mean, it's better than being put up front and having to explain yourself, where some people might mock you, some people might already, decide whether they like you or not, just hearing you open your mouth for the first time. And quickly the students were asking her, how'd you get in? How'd you get here? Like, they're trying to figure out what category does she fall in, and Kim Tan defends her, like, saying, like, it's his turn, that he's a transfer and whatnot, insisting that he talks. As much as I didn't like Bona from the beginning, I think she's, like, super ridiculously cute right now. We have seen that Kim Tan goes into the broadcast club, which she's a part of, and Hyoshin's character is there. So Kim Tan greets them, and, they're welcoming and hellos and whatnot. And Bona comes in, and she just, like, runs out, insisting that, Kim Tan's after Chan-young because he's still in love with her. So cute. She's so full of herself, and I like her now. Didn't like her in the beginning, but I like her now. Now we have Myung-soo, who's seen Eun-sung exit out of Kim Tan's house, but it seems like he still hasn't recollected that or recognized her yet. So Myung-soo wants to know what is Eun-sung's category. I mean, she falls in this, this high school on day one. She's there. She knows Rachel. She knows Bona. She knows Young-do. She knows Kim Tan. So she must be of money, right? Like, how would they know her? Like, that's what I would assume right away, if she knows all these people with money. But she also knows Chan-young. So she might be social care. So he just wants to figure out, what level do you fall in? How am I going to treat you? And Kim Tan defends her, pops up out of nowhere and just says she's new money. And Song ends up, it's answered, it's done, she's gone. And as she's walking outside, guess who sees her? Young-doo. And he trips her and then gives her a hand. And he's like, oh, I just saved you. You're right. Like, yeah, but you tripped me. He's like, well, I'm going to keep doing this. I can keep saving you. This is, like, so cute. Like, I want him to trip me and catch me, too, every time. Because he's mighty fine. So...